You guys asked for it, and today we are delivering. What's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and this video is going to be a workshop enhancements guide for the tower, idle tower defense. Workshop enhancements can make or break your tower's progression depending on if you know what you're doing or not. And today, my main goal is to enhance your understanding of enhancements. Oh boy. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am a content creator for the tower, and I make video guides for the game and have several other series as well that I do. Feel free to subscribe and stick around for more content if you find this video helpful or enjoyable. And with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. So first and foremost, what are workshop enhancements? So kind of a quick explanation is workshop enhancements, aka Workshop Plus, are a mid-game extension to the workshop that basically let you significantly boost your workshop stats by spending coins. They come in 3 different trees. There is the defense tree, the attack tree, and the utility tree. I'll show you guys right here what that actually looks like. So you have the attack enhancements, you have the defense enhancements, and you have the utility enhancement. How do you unlock enhancements, you may be wondering? Well, to unlock enhancements, you need to achieve the milestone Tier 12 Wave 60. That is where you will get access to the Workshop Enhancements Lab. This lab costs 5 billion coins to upgrade, so early on it can definitely be pretty steep, but it is a super important lab, and there is a lot involved with Workshop Enhancements that we're going to cover in today's video. So kind of piggybacking off of that, when should you actually unlock Workshop Enhancements? So the short answer is in the mid-game. Definitely not something for brand new players. They're very powerful, but do get very expensive very quickly. How many times did I say very right there? The lab to unlock enhancements alone costs 5 billion coins, and individual workshop enhancements start at 5 billion coins. Mine is a little bit lower here because I do have the discount labs slightly worked on. But the base cost, assuming that you haven't done anything with any of the discount labs, is 5 billion coins. So definitely pretty expensive for early on players. So in order to kind of put some practical timing cues in place for when it would be appropriate to consider unlocking workshop enhancements, I would personally say that you should ideally have around 300 billion plus lifetime coins before you even consider unlocking enhancement. In addition to that, I would suggest probably waiting to unlock them until you're making around 10 billion coins per run. And again, that just comes back to how expensive they actually are to upgrade. So what good is basically unlocking enhancements if you don't have the coin income available to properly upgrade them? You also want to make sure that you have a steady coin income after the basic workshop upgrades and lab upgrades. What I'm talking about here is your actual base workshop, all of these workshop stats. So the way that the enhancements work is they are a multiplier that plays directly off of whatever you have in your base workshop. So the health is a 1.7 times multiplier to the health that I have in here. So the lab and the actual workshop levels really matter, which is kind of why I wanted to put these minimum requirements in place before going ahead and unlocking the enhancements. So assuming that you're running like an EHP build, which is generally the path that most people will take, the ideal workshop levels that I would kind of look for before considering unlocking workshop enhancements mainly revolves around your health, and I would say that at a bare minimum, you would want your health to be around 2,500 to 3,000 levels. This should enable you with free upgrades throughout the run to basically max it during the run. If you're not able to max your workshop during the run, I think that your coins would be better spent kind of developing what you currently have versus pumping a whole bunch of coins into Health Plus when you're not really going to get much benefit out of it because your health levels here are not actually developing. Your workshop definitely comes first before your workshop enhancements. Just keep that in mind. Let's briefly here just kind of cover the different enhancement trees. But as we mentioned, there are 3 total trees, and these are the stats that you get in each tree. You have Damage Plus. There's a total of 400 levels. Next, you unlock Rend Armor. Then this one goes up to also 400 levels. Crit Factor goes up to 400 levels. Then you unlock Damage Per Meter, which goes up to, you guessed it, 400 levels. After that, you have Super Crit Multiplier. Yet again, 400 levels. Then last but not least, you have Attack Speed Plus. This one only goes up to level 75. Now moving on to the defense enhancements. First and foremost, you have Health, which goes up to 400. You have health regen, which goes up to 400. You have defense absolute, which goes up to 400. You have landmine damage, 400. Wall health, 400. And orb size, which goes up to 200. After that, in the utility tree, you have cash bonus, 400. Coin bonus, 200. Cells bonus, also 200. Free upgrades, 100. Recovery package enhancements, 300. And last but not least, enemy level skips, 60. So now that we've gone over a brief kind of overview of what all is inside of the enhancements, let's actually dive a little bit deeper and talk about the enhancement upgrade priority. So, first and foremost, the first thing that you should consider upgrading when you unlock enhancements, it's not damage, it's not health, but is actually cash bonus. The reason being, you want to try to unlock coin bonus as quickly as you can, because the coin enhancements are going to be super helpful. So we're basically just going to click cash bonus until we're able to unlock the coin bonus. There we go. Now that we got that, we're going to upgrade coin bonus until we can unlock the cell bonus. And early on, you're not going to be able to just click it like I am here. It's going to get very expensive. But once you do get to the point of having both coin and cell bonus unlocked, what I would suggest is having a 1-to-1 ratio between coin bonus and cell bonus. Because, as you guys have heard on this channel, cells are equally as important as coins, in my opinion. Coins obviously are like the main currency, but cells give you a hidden currency known as time, aka how quickly you can actually upgrade all of your labs. Once you get a good baseline in mainly your cash bonus and your coin bonus, what you're going to want to do is jump over to the defense tree. Again, this assumes that you are running an EHP build, which I'm basically prefacing. Most people that probably watch this channel are in the stage where they're running either EHP or maybe a hybrid type build. So that's why I'm going to talk about EHP first. So, first thing that you're going to want to do is spend most of your enhancement coins on health. Health Plus is going to be a huge boost to your overall survivability. Once you get to the point of unlocking health regen, I wouldn't even really consider it unless two scenarios. First, you have the wall unlocked and you're actively using the wall, or two, you're using the wormhole redirector module to farm. If neither of those scenarios are the case, I would really just consider pumping up workshop health. And if you're a more damage focused build, if you're running hybrid or glass cannon, the main stats that you're going to want to focus on here is going to be damage plus. So you'll unlock damage plus until you can unlock rend armor, skip right over rend armor, don't even look at it, keep upgrading damage plus until you get crit factor. And once you get to the point of unlocking super crit, you're going to want to have a 1-to-1 ratio with super crit and damage. Your crit factor should be a few levels past your damage level. That will help you optimize your actual damage output. So really quickly, let's just talk more in depth about EHP, which stands for effective hit points. First and foremost, the enhanced defense workshop stats multiply your survivability. That's the main overall focus. Because if you're farming like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, really all the way up to like tier 10, 11, 12, you're going to be doing EHP and you're going to need a lot of health. By that point, you'll have the wall, so some other enhancements will come into play. Later on, you get the wall enhancements, and that becomes a massive help. I do the exact same thing that I do with the attack tree in terms of trying to keep a 1-to-1 with two of these stats, then have crit factor be a little bit higher. I do the exact same thing when I'm running EHP with my health regen, and wall health. I'll just briefly kind of get it set up so that you guys can see what that looks like. So when I was running EHP, this was kind of my goal. I wanted my health regen to be a little bit higher than my health and my wall health, because at that point I was actually running the wall. Again, if you're not using the wall and you get enough levels into health plus, don't worry about defense absolute, don't worry about landmine damage, don't even worry about wall health. You know why? Because you don't have the wall unlocked. Just focus on health plus. That will be super helpful for you. Try to keep this kind of similar ratio. It will be to your benefit, I promise. Now let's go ahead and discuss hybrid versus EHP. There will be a point once you get to probably like tier 10, 11, that you start working towards a hybrid build, which basically just means taking your current pre-existing EHP and starting to add in some damage. So what that looked like for me was basically trying to have a one-to-one with my health related stuff and my attack related stuff. So I'll briefly get that set up so that you guys can kind of see what that looks like. Alright, so this is kind of what it will look like. Damage and super crit are the exact same, 1-to-1. Crit factor is a little bit higher. Swapping over to the defense side, health and wall health are exactly the same, and health regen is a little bit higher. This will be the setup that helps you out tremendously. Alright, so briefly here to summarize. Workshop enhancements are a mid-game power spike for your tower. You should really not consider getting them until you are around 300 billion lifetime coins and make around 15 to 20 billion coins per farming run. Likewise, you really do not want to even consider unlocking enhancements until your workshop and lab upgrades are in a good spot. Because again, you need your workshop stats to be in a good enough spot for your enhancements to actually do what they're supposed to do, which is enhance your pre-existing, already established stats. When you first unlock enhancements, the first thing that you should consider doing is putting some levels into your cash plus until you're able to unlock the coin plus. Start developing your econ first, so that after that you have more coins coming in to better upgrade the rest of your tower. Remember guys, econ is king in the tower idle tower defense. And with that, that's actually going to conclude the content of today's video. I really hope that this guide was helpful to you guys, and if it was, consider leaving a like on the video. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or need further help, we have a Discord server with over 2,300 people in it. We have a mentor program in there with very experienced players who are more than willing to help out with you and all of your tower related questions. Likewise, if you ever see me in there, pop in and say hi. We have a good time. If you ever buy anything in the tower store or in-game app, please consider using my creator code. My creator code is code 300. Using this creator code gives me a small cut off the top of anything purchased on your account at no extra cost to you. The code does expire on your individual account after 30 days, so you have to re-enter it if you wish to continue supporting me. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's already been using my creator code. I really appreciate it. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, do consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and comment on the video, as it does help spread this video out to more people that can maybe use it. And that's about it. That's all I got for this video, but thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, I will see you guys later.